So it's a purpose-built shelter. So it's actually a good program that the city has. So it's actually a really good program that the city has. For years, the city would rent buildings, or actually the nonprofits would rent buildings to utilize as shelter, and private landlords would rent buildings for private landlords. And a few years ago, the city created a program, it's called the Purpose-Built Shelter Program, where developers and nonprofits would work together. The developers would purchase properties with the nonprofit. The developer would build the building, and over a 30-year period, with the help of DHS, the nonprofit would own that building over a 30-year period. So with DHS, it would be like owning a house. So with DHS, the nonprofit would help, like paying a mortgage on a house. And after 30 years, the nonprofit will own the building. It's actually a great thing, because after that 30-year period, there is a caveat to that the building could never be used for anything other than shelter or affordable housing. So if at some point, if homelessness decreases or hopefully goes away at some point in 30 years, that building can never be used for anything other than shelter or affordable housing. It can never be anything else. I should have said that.
I want to say the entire process has been misleading, opaque, and dismissive of the board's work and the council work. That's why I organized the bait and switch rally, because it was not acceptable. We spoke about it, and then we go together and then follow. And why I now have a bipartisan majority of the council colleagues standing with me, all my colleagues, because we disagree with what took place. We disagree with what took place.
佢話佢唔贊成，所以佢哋咧就組織咗一個叫 Stop the Bait and Switch， 即係話佢自己都話組織咗一個行動去反對反口。點解咁樣？佢話同埋佢話佢嘅部門嗰啲人咧，大家都有個組織一齊做嘢。
Any new zoning proposal for that property, it should be reversed.
佢話咧，佢嗰封信寫咧。佢話佢哋唔會贊成，因為而家咁嘅改建咧，就話應該要再 recycle， 即係再重贊成啦，要再選舉先至可以改建嗰樣。
As a registered nurse, it is not about opposing shelters. Yes, I am a registered nurse.
佢話俾我先講個護士咧，佢自己咧。
This is respecting the community, the people, and the board, and the council. I will continue to fight This is about our community. And as far, I want you to think, you can hear me. As far as the Asian community, I'm here every third Monday on North Street to make sure I bring all information. So therefore, I care enough to know what's going on in all communities.
佢話佢好關注我哋個社區，佢會好關注我社區。
I'm the one that usually have a truck every third, Monday of the month to make sure that I can address everyone's needs. So your needs matter to me.
佢係講句話，佢話佢關心嘅咧，佢仲關心嘅仲有多嘅。咁差唔多講完㗎啦，佢跟住都係講佢即係抱佢自己啦。
We are in a fight to restore affordable housing that was approved at 2134 Coyle Street.
所以佢話咧。
You almost want to make a scene. We're talking about you.
佢話佢會盡量繼續 fight 同我哋爭取嗰個地方咧係俾affordable housing 即係房屋。佢話佢會繼續爭取。紅色衫呢位女士咧就話佢哋係要好多嘅。
I want to be clear. We are pushing back. The minute we heard the first letter that we received, we said 2134 is not approved for shelter.
佢話佢有做過嘢㗎，我哋覺得 sorry, we think that's not true. So I'm trying to
translate it and we had two developments. When we said we committed to make sure affordable housing is in our community.
仲有兩個附近嘅起嘅，而家唔係一個係2185 Coyle Street，另一個喺3033 Avenue Green， 仲有兩個起嘅地方。
So now this is the timeline. You're going to read this timeline for me. In July 2023, a representative from NYC Department of Social Services emailed our office. Yes, they emailed in July. And right away, we told them that is not for the shelter. They sent their email, and they're telling you that email, but they're not telling you what we sent them. No, that's right. That's me. We sent it. No, when we received the email, you see the email. Did you see what we responded? So we responded as we received the email. We responded to tell them that 2134. Do you want them to translate the people here, or you want to do continue politics? When we received the email, you only see the email. You're not seeing what we responded. Do you? They never responded. Remember, from July, in August 23, begin construction. That's when, for 2134, we went haywire. We said, not in our backyard. So, in January 2025, DHS representative finally started the conversation again. They said, we want shelter. We said, absolutely not. Not here. We did not approve for shelter. So, what I have done, after we did the rally, I called all my colleagues because, man, this is a politics. Listen and learn. Listen and learn. So, when we realized that happened, what I did, I put a letter together and I told my colleagues, is that going on in your community where you approve something and something else happened? And I have heard from many of them, yes, they have done it before. And guess what I did? Now, after I put the letter together, because it's a longer process where we have, I know some folks have some experience in zoning. And I said, if we, the people here, community board, the people came out and voted to say we want affordable housing, how the hell you gonna change it to put shelter? So they told me, man, this is a serious conversation, this is not campaign. So now, that's what I just put the timeline for you. So now, thank you. Now, when I told my colleagues, they said they're able to do that, and immediately, right away, I started writing policies to prevent those things from happening, because that's disrespectful to me as well. There is no reason for me to process something, to vote on something, to come here to ask people to get engaged, and for me to do something else. Because I would not allow anyone to do that, because that's disrespecting the process. So therefore, ma'am, you don't know half of the things that you do. If I have a letter overnight, I can get 27 council members to vote on it, bipartisan, I'll do my job. So be quiet. Be quiet. Yes. So to prevent in the future for people like this come and vote it, because that's a bait and switch. Because they told us affordable housing. And we expected affordable. I'm not against shelter. That's not what, because I will never tell you I'm against. But I'm against when you involve people in the process and you disrespecting my community and you disrespecting me. So therefore, me myself personally, putting policy in place for all the future developers to not do things the way they want to do. Because I respect my community. As a nurse for my background, I don't disrespect. I listen. And I am. So therefore,
佢哋即係講佢話自己做咗幾多年，自己話有反對，咁咧就話我哋咧咁樣咧就唔尊重佢。佢話如果佢唔幫我哋做嘢咧，佢點解到搞嚟呢度咧咁？咁啱佢其實即係講係廢話，其實出賣我哋嗰個咧係咩㗎？就係咩㗎？
I heard the gentleman before he left, or he's still around. He said he's having a shelter. Let me tell you, if we have to stand there every day, day in and day out, to say you brought the system to follow, you did not do what you're supposed to do. You can do housing. Because for me, when you said a family, a single woman with children, I'd rather put them in an apartment, not in shelter. Because I will not raise my kids in shelter. I will not take a single woman and tell you to raise children in shelter. Because if you don't raise children properly, the way you're supposed to, you're going to have a disaster in your own life. So therefore, I will not support that, even though it may be good. Would you please shut up?
What you want? 所以呢，你刚刚呢個係跟我，然後佢幫我好多，所以好多位先嚟啲 translate， right? I know. OK， 咁啊而家咧佢都係求呢波嘅，係啊，所以佢係求呢波嘅。咁啊乜嘢聽下佢點講咧 ？Excuse me, I want to say something. Sorry, the meeting is over.
係啊。